I was actually going to say, to begin, we shall be looking at the objectively subjective EFAP Year 6 community survey, which you were given your opportunity to put your answers in. We shall now be viewing them. The way I want to do this, I think, is probably like lay it out so that you guys have some questions to answer, so to speak, and then we see how the community answered, you know? So if you haven't scrolled through the results, you can pull up the stream and just look whenever I say, like, oh, so the answer are, but, you know, because it's just some interesting commentary that we can have about what you think ended up, you know, getting those votes and stuff. But I'm going to leave it open for the chat so they can see all the time. Oh, here we go. So the first one, popularity contests. I guess before I hit the opening thing, which do you guys think was voted the best episode of EFAP Year 6?
It's probably going to be the Boogie ones.
Yeah.
I would say it's got to be Boogie.
That would be my guess, too.
One of the Boogie ones. Boogie stocks are high, weird as it is to say.
Well, they still got one more section of Boogie left. So they're very excited.
Oh, boy. Why were all the last EFAPs I was on were all Boogie, and even the anniversary was like, yeah, there's like 4 Boogie segments for you.
I'm gonna be here for all the Boogie sections, goddamn. Oh, fuck.
They've been epic. I mean, so if it weren't Boogie, though, what do you think would win?
Part 3?
Yes, you got one part
Ultimate
left
Showdown. Ultimate Showdown is the one I would pick.
That's a good pick.
I mean, I really like that episode. I don't think that's what will get voted as best if it wasn't Boogie. It'd be something else. It'd have to be something with like
It's hard to remember when you're tired as fuck.
I'm just thinking.
Do not know. The Boogie one just feels like the natural sort of pick, but
there is one.
What about
Media Critics Are Lying to You? That one?
Critics Are Lying to You.
Which
one was that?
Starfield one, right?
I can't remember who the guy was, but it was a guy that.
Right?
Oh, the Gramuglia one. You talking about that guy?
Yes.
Gramugi, Anthony Gramugi.
I meant whoever the one with the cock where he's cocked by Skyrim.
That never knows best.
Anthony, that was fucking funny.
Wait, you know, on that note, I think Kratos is actually still around. See if we can grab him for this section. Because yes, that was the one I thought would be competitive as well, but. Let's be honest, the Boogies will have it. Like, whichever the winner is going to be one of the Boogies. And I can reveal that indeed the winner was... Well, actually, wait. Which Boogie do you think would win?
Oh, between part 1 and 2?
I guess, well, the options would be episode 258, where we delve into the abyss, or episode 294/295. They're considered one, I guess.
The documentary was within this year, then.
Yes, that was Year 6 of EFAP.
That is a strong contender, although
probably the documentary then.
So
it's
I would have
also
said
like people vote for the most recent ones.
Well, there's that. I also would have said like I kind of wish they were considered separately because putting 2, 9, 4, and 5 together, that's everyone's gonna vote for that. I think that's a lot of Boogie content. That's a Boogie adventure.
Yeah.
Boogie schmoogie.
So, yes, it turns out the winner was, with an overwhelming 55.3, I think, percent of votes, the tragedy of Darth Boogie the Wide, the 10th Circle of Hell. The combination of 294 and 295.
What a saga.
Runner-up was indeed delving into the abyss, so this is the Boogie year, like I said.
Yeah, who would have thought this was the year of the Boogie?
Boogie came number 1. We were born to Boogie.
Next up was
finally a W for Boogie.
Never Knows Best versus Patrician and Kretosis. That was voted as number 3 best episode, or I guess number 4 best episode, but still significant. Not bad, yeah. And the next runner-up was actually the Ultimate Showdown. That came in at number 5.
Wow. Okay, cool.
That's awesome.
And then
God, that was a long one as well.
Notable episodes of popularity with the assassination of Chris Stuckman by the coward Chris Stuckman. That was a pretty good one.
Yeah,
that was. That was a funny one. The latest in the series of creators we hate, yeah.
The Cinema Wars, Wins versus Sins on Puss in Boots, The Last Wish. That was an intense one. Remember the Pinocchio
that was a
song?
good one.
Fun.
Yeah, that was a good one.
You know what's nice to see? One of the higher voted ones is the quiz show. People have voted the quiz show real high. That's
yeah,
I
enjoyed that a lot as well. I like that a lot.
The pantheon of the world. And oh, you know what? You're wrong about modern art. That was Random Film Talks, I think, first appearance. Am I wrong?
It was, yes. Yeah. First episode of season 6, I think it was, or year 6.
Say, yeah, was
that's
that
251?
Yeah.
That was also a good one. Yeah, and then the Grimuglia one, yes. YouTube critics are lying to you, a cautionary tale, and self-awareness. That at 16.4%. So yeah, overwhelmingly
strong contenders this year. God damn.
I was about to say a lot of it is response videos, but I mean, yeah, you got the quiz in there, and you've got the Ultimate Showdown. So there's some variety. Nice to see it, but not a surprise at all. The Boogie one. We all figured that was
no.
Yeah, seems like a pretty safe bet. Everyone.
I mean, Boogie is hard to miss.
So. In which that can happen.
I get it.
So
thanks.
Next up is considering the EFAP TV movies and War Arc sets that came out this year. Which do you think are the most popular? So of course we have this is just you guys are probably familiar with the War Arc ones somewhat, but we've had Ahsoka, the Saw movies, Lord of the Rings trilogy, Home Alone, Violent Night, Loki, Acolyte. 300, Troy, Kingdom of Heaven, Three Musketeers, Mask of Zorro, King Arthur, A Knight's Tale, Season of the Witch, Army of Darkness, and Last Samurai. That would be the selection that they can choose from. Which do you think was voted most popular?
I'd be surprised if it's not the Lord of the Ring ones.
Yeah, it's gotta be Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings, yeah, sorry.
Probably, yeah.
And then Acolyte after that.
I think that is the fair. I would have thought it would be Lord of the Rings and the Acolyte for the good and the bad, and that is correct. Those two have got the overwhelming lead. Woo-hoo. You guys love it when we praise the shit out of good shit and shit on bad shit.
That's
Also, yes, I know you guys. I realized you can't see the screen, but I also realized that it keeps you guys in suspense. I can control the reveal of the answers, but you could obviously subvert that by finding the results screen yourself in chat. So if you want to,
Muller wants to control you, man.
But I like delivering information according to guesses. It keeps everyone on their toes guessing things, and then chat get to guess as well. They get to have some fun, you know. But okay, so if we remove Lord of the Rings and Acolyte, what do you think would be next up?
Probably something from the War Arc, but I don't know which one.
Maybe
Mask of Zorro, maybe
was this year.
Then Ahsoka was very popular.
Yeah, I would say Ahsoka because Star Wars.
Probably gonna be
when we cover Star Wars, so Ahsoka's probably high up.
Yeah, let me switch that. It's probably gonna be Ahsoka then.
The EFAP movie Saw arc is one thing. That's 10 EFAP movies. So,
oh,
yeah.
You know that's.
That counts as that as well. Yeah. Oh shit. Maybe this Saw actually.
I would probably still go with Acolyte, but then I'd say Saw after that.
Yeah, Star Wars. Anything Star Wars feels like it's already got like an advantage in a bit.
I would have picked that too, but it turns out the Saw 1 through 10 is more popular than Ahsoka.
Nice.
No kidding. Wow.
How about that?
I think I'm
absolutely based, Chad.
Okay.
And then the War Arc in general is highly voted, but I suppose which do you think of the current set got the highest vote?
I would say Mask of Zorro, probably.
Mask of Zorro was pretty bitchin'.
Yeah. Mask of Zorro was awesome.
And it's also a very beloved movie, like in general.
I don't know what would beat out Mask of Zorro potentially.
It's either that or like one of the more recent ones.
Yeah,
Last Samurai.
I don't know, like in a way I wouldn't. Yeah, it's like in a way I don't think I would be super surprised if anyone beat it because they're all good. But Mask of Zorro has that. I mean, it's the Mask of Zorro. You know, maybe Troy is the one I would pick.
Maybe Troy.
Troy is pretty awesome, yeah.
It was a good one as well.
That was just a really great EFAP movies in general, like, because it's super fucking long, but it's really dense with commentary and, like, reactions, and then, well, the film itself,
it's good and bad in there.
Well edited.
Turns out, the winner was, out of all the War Arc currently, Army of Darkness. That's got the win.
Oh, yeah. I can see that. Yeah, that's a fun one.
We are just enjoying the hell out of it the whole time, so.
Yeah, pretty much.
This is my boomstick.
Now to get a little awkward. Who was your favorite new EFAP guest this year? So
me.
Is it me?
Ogre 2024.
Well,
yeah, I was never gonna win this. Like, you know, there was a bunch of really awesome guests.
Well,
okay,
so
I did look at this before.
I'm actually, sometimes I always forget. I'm just like, oh yeah, I guess this was the first appearance for a lot of these people. So you got Colossal is Crazy, Kretosis, Patrician, Chris Gore, Cinematic Venom, if you remember, Goga, Dark Hour.
That's true, that's right.
JD Durags, Random Film Talks, Solar Sands. You know, it's a grand selection. But who was voted the winner? Turns out it was close, by the way. The community really were fighting over this one. You got a near draw, but Patrician TV came out on top, number 1. 25% of the votes.
And then number 2 is Goger?
No.
Oh, man.
No.
Number 2 is Random Film Talk with 24.6. Close.
Ooh, wow.
And then
I'll take it.
15.8 for third place with Nicholas Diorio, which I think would actually go up after his latest appearance.
Yeah, after today, yeah.
People could change their votes.
I think those 3 are the correct choices, to be honest. Like, those were
He
the
fucking
most
surprised
enjoyable.
everybody with his reenactment of Xander Hall. That shit was funny as hell.
Yeah.
That was great, yeah.
I mean, he's proving to be fucking based, man. He's just fucking great.
But yes, you know, we got plenty of people in here. Appreciate you all. It's just, you know, sometimes a disgusting popularity contest takes place. I hate it personally. I think that
Sure you do.
horrendous, terrible.
I hate it, but keep voting in them.
All right, so this
Very
one's gonna
fun.
get interesting. Your favorite memes and moments of Year 6 of EFAP. I guess the game I'll try and make here is if the cast here can guess what the top, let's say, top selection are. What do you think? Remember, this includes like memes and also just
Protein
memeable
and
quotes.
urine.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Only thing that
Yeah.
brings me joy in life, tipples.
Wait.
Tipples.
protein, urine.
Yeah,
We gotta do one at a time so I can tell you where it
Alright.
landed. You know.
Okay.
So which one's gonna go?
Tipples.
Oh yeah,
I'll
well
go
that's the
with,
question, right? What is number 1 meme voted this year?
Should be
brings me
Tipples.
joy in life.
Ooh.
The only thing that brings me
It
joy
should
in
be
life.
Tipples, but I think I already talked about it a little bit.
I don't know.
so-
That one's got a lot of
spoilers,
legs.
Mel.
Joy in life. That was on all sorts of videos and comments and memes
The
and
thing is,
super
is that
chats. And...
Tipples might have recency bias going for it because it's such a new thing. But
That's
the only
maybe.
thing that brings me joy in life had really long legs.
Yeah, it
It
had a
did,
lot
yeah.
of time to sit around, and it was being used for all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, there's no one. You can't deny the power of X's Boogie's one source of joy in life. That shit was everywhere for the full year. I mean, it still is. But I will say, Tipples, one of the most powerful memes in terms of its short existence.
Hell
Tipples is
yeah.
everywhere. So the reveal is those 2 are the top voted memes. The
Yeah,
winner.
that makes sense.
The winner was the one source of joy in life, edged out by 1.5% at 52, the next at
Ooh.
50.5.
What about protein in urine?
Man, so like
Yeah, I was
nothing
gonna
else
ask you.
came even close then.
What didn't come close?
Well, if it was, oh well, actually no, that's not how the voting would work. So what was next? What was third?
Oh well, do you want to start guessing some other ones? So Mel said protein in urine. Protein in urine is 23.4%. Yeah, because you get to vote. I think like you get to spend 10 votes. So
Right. Okay. Yeah. Protein in urine, I would definitely agree. Metal. That's gotta
think-
be.
a quick
Five.
judge, but my eyes are melting. So it's like I think it's 10th protein in urine. So it's a high scorer,
Wow.
but not as
Okay.
high
I
as I would
voted
have
for
thought.
protein
Yeah.
in urine.
Is there a Madam Web meme like the research?
Oh, is it
spiders
Web in
on
time?
Amazon?
It's web
Might
in
be too
time.
long to put in there. It's a weapon time.
You know, oh yeah,
know,
there
Webbed
is-
all over the
she
place.
is here, Madam Web, but she's a little far down actually. She's like at 20.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Unfortunate.
Just
I'm
like
not
the
sure
box office for the movie.
I'm not sure you guys would guess number 3. Like, I'm kind of surprised it's there,
That's
but
what
it
we
is really
have.
fucking funny. It's from the Never Knows Best episode, but it's not the meme you'd think it is.
Oh, it's not being
Cock-On.
cooked.
It's when I said, I don't know how far in we were, but it's when I said I wish Theo was here because he would have killed himself by now.
What Never Knows
Oh,
Best video
God.
did you guys cover? Like, what was the topic?
It was
I don't think I saw that.
fucking
episode.
hell, how do you even summarize what that episode
Hungry?
was? It was a fucking journey. It was a guy's video.
It was
trying to defend that other guy related to Fallout, and he went after Kretosis and Patrician.
Oh wait, actually, I did see this video.
The professional writer. Yeah,
Emil Pagliarulo.
Yeah, that's the one. Oh, you know what? The fourth highest vote meme is the Never Knows Best got cucked by Skyrim.
Wait.
Okay.
I was curious about that.
I never did. That's this year, right?
I never did.
That was really funny.
Did. Yeah, I think so. That was that was started in the documentary one. So yeah, I mean most of our boogie coverage was this year outside of the fight. So yes, I never did. Is next up actually? Oh, how about that?
Yeah.
Where is Peak Fire on that list?
Oh my god. That is literally next. Peak Fire Bro and other Zuba slang.
Yeah, people looking at the list.
Peak Fire Bro.
Oh no, I was just trying to remember who it was that said that because I had that burned into my brain.
Oh, it's funny because next would then be Protein and Urine, but the one after is like, of course, the classic, a Star Wars one. Can you guys remember what it would be? This has been referenced to Helen. Yeah,
it's red.
It's red.
Yeah.
Evaded and it's red.
Damn.
It's red.
Do we have kill him, do it on there to some degree? I don't know if that's a meme.
That should be in here, but I feel like it's a bit more. Rebel Moon is higher than that. Which, to be fair,
Rebel Moon.
There it is.
What's the name? Just Rebel Moon.
Did you guys end up watching the big cut of that at all?
Yeah, I watched the first one and most of the second one. It was horrendous, obviously.
Okay.
Mola, what did you think of the little exploding goblin boy at the beginning?
I loved him. I put out a tweet about him. The exploding monkey.
Oh, I saw that.
Why don't we have Kamikaze Baby Yoda at the beginning of this movie?
Oh shit! You know, a really good meme that was this year. Obviously, for us, it feels like because it was 2 years ago in a way. But killing is distasteful. To me. The fucking classic. Hey, Schlurpo got in here as well. Real BBC meme. That's the top voted one.
Let's go, Schlurpo.
Theo losing his mind from overpowered comic book characters. That shit was hilarious.
That was funny.
Unicron.
And then pissed off video gamer destroys Nintendo shit cube.
Shit
cube.
Yeah,
little shield
cube. We had a meme with him in there that we'll get to.
And Gay Pinto Walsh, the greatest artist of our time. I remember Gay Pinto.
Gay Pinto Walsh.
I don't remember Gay Pinto.
It's the first episode of the year, I think, Gay Pinto Walsh.
Oh. I don't remember the meme specifically.
Gollum sabotaged the EFAP movies Lord of the Rings video. That's it here. Yep. God, that was so fucking sad. Didn't matter though, really, because the copyright still came for it.
No.
Golem won the argument in there.
RLM using starving Afghans.
It was last year, right?
Critics.
Like the Gollum game was the Gollum streams was last year, right?
Yeah, but I needed Gollum footage for the Lord of the Rings movies, and I left a fucking huge chunk of it on the timeline, and it screwed everything up.
Yep.
Oh, so sad.
So it was from the Lord of the Rings.
Did you guys see that Gollum had a bigger peak player
than
Concord? Concord. That was funny.
Yeah,
fucking well deserved.
Might have shared that earlier.
Yeah,
there is a Gollum themed fucking Xbox One out there somewhere, and I really fucking want it.
People are mentioning Lock Balls. Lock Balls, I think, was a high scorer for last year's memes. It was a top 2 one.
There we go. I just threw the meme in the.
Yeah, that's the picture I saw. Yeah.
I think I sent it to you.
Jeez.
But Boogie
somewhere
took shrooms.
Jab is laughing. He's like, see, we're not the worst.
Boogie took shrooms and evolved into Boogie the White. Good shit.
Boogie the White.
By the way, I think the peak player count is a bit sadder considering that Concord had like a free, like essentially test weekend or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
That is indeed.
Yeah, I think it was free.
The whole thing is just fascinating, right? It's like a studio that got acquired by PlayStation, and they had big, lofty expectations of Concord. And as soon as it was announced, it was already over. It's doomed. It is
8 years of development.
Like, it's over. And it's over before it even began. Like, what are they meant to do?
Hire the Gollum for free.
Nobody's interested. Not only is nobody interested, it's almost like it's kind of Well, once you're at a point where people kind of find it funny that the game is failing, like, yeah, that's like you can't get out of that. That's over.
We got a.
I think their best chance now is just having an audience on PlayStation because it's clear that Steam kind of doesn't care.
There's just no way.
It's fucked. It's fucked.
It's doomed. Yeah, there's no way.
Yeah, and Deadlock isn't even out, and that'll probably be popular.
I imagine the expectation was that it was going to have tens of thousands of players at least, which is like not even close to what it's going to get. It's over. It's doomed.
It's over. One of the next ones is Boogie prays to God to get cancer. Which did happen at one point. He was desperate. He was like, please give me cancer.
Instead of giving it to that little kid in the orphanage, just give it to me.
Come on, Jeepers. Oh, we got Anakin blew up the Death Star. Damn.
Oh, yeah,
that was pretty good.
That was funny.
God. Yeah. Oh, there's a good one. Headless Horseman, God tier fighter. I stand by it. My baby.
Oh, that was so fun.
Headless Horseman.
The article was here somewhere, I swear. It's right here.
Yeah, it goes on a lot. Let's see if I can find the lowest rated meme. It was the Batcave must be a BDSM dungeon. The boys thinks male sexual abuse is funny. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh.
I can see why it wouldn't be voted up. These usually need to be fun. You know, like there's a funness to a lot of them. Yes. All right. Which of EFAP's hot takes this season did you disagree with them the most? Now, the selection here, there's a lot.
I mean, are you fielding guesses?
Oh, well, I guess I can say the biggest selection was none of the above. So people generally feeling they didn't really disagree with us that hard. It's nearly 60%.
It's probably Deadpool and Wolverine, right?
Interesting.
House of the Dragon?
Interesting assumptions. I would have gone with them myself. I felt like House of the Dragon's become our most hot take, seemingly.
Maybe specifically the Harrenhal thing, where most people think it's boring or something.
Turns out, the hottest take, according to this, was that we said Dune 1 and 2 are okay, not great.
Oh.
Oh, did we say they were that good?
I mean, I don't... I'm fine with saying, yeah, I feel like they are okay. I don't think they're great.
I think the first one's okay. The second one's
they're not bad.
Okay. Yeah,
I think I would say they're like slightly above okay. They're like okay to good. But
I think the reason why I find that one interesting is because it being a hot take is kind of funny because I just haven't thought about those films like since I watched them. So it's almost like being reminded, oh yeah, that film that you didn't think about, like after you talked about it, turns out that was the hottest.
Until you just mentioned Dune, I didn't even remember that happened.
Yeah, that was.
And I covered it too. So
I kind of like it. But, you know.
Next up, there you go. Next up is Deadpool and Wolverine sucks.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
There you go. Makes sense. And then House of the Dragon following it very closely. This all lines up. Yeah. The Dune one I'm surprised by. I would have thought that would have been dwarfed by those two.
House of the Dragon is one
of
the biggest hot takes. Seriously?
The one after that is Hayden Christensen's appearance in Ahsoka was ultra cringe. I mean, it's not like it was him.
It was absolutely cringe.
Yeah, but like I didn't realize chat disagreed on that one. I thought you guys thought he was pretty cringe, as in like the writing of it all. You know, not like Hayden Christensen himself.
It's not his fault.
No, him as a person wasn't cringe. You know,
arguably he did too well. He did too well with his choreography and made Rosario Dawson look bad. That's probably his biggest flaw in that.
Okay,
so it's funny to see him and then anyone else, and it's like, oh wow, he looks like he actually knows what he's doing, and like the sword is like a part of himself, and then you see anyone else who was like, swing.
So we got some write-ins for the freeform hot takes not listed above. We got Godzilla -1 was overpraised. Damn.
How dare you?
Did we say that?
I praise you for writing that out by yourself.
They're saying we overpraised it, I think.
Oh.
No, Godzilla -1 is fucking
no,
excellent.
it's fucking awesome.
It's pretty awesome.
It's amazing.
It's my favorite movie of last year.
That's great.
This wasn't on EFAP, but I did defend so it was said that part of what destroyed, or I swear to God, it was said as a significant portion of what killed the MCU was homework. I said that no, it wasn't at all. Like that wasn't even close to what killed the MCU, and there's someone saying that's insane. No, I stand by it. It wasn't homework killed it.
Do we get any is Dead Reckoning that we thought that sucked us? Is that
Dead Reckoning is in there somewhere. Apparently people didn't really disagree with us on that one though.
That really shouldn't be a hot take.
After we went through and just like systematically doop 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 doop, then it's hard to defend that.
What about
Mission Impossible, right?
What about it was our praise of the killer? I know we didn't talk about it much, but is that on there as a hot take?
Considered a hot take, yeah.
That was
really.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, people really didn't like the killer.
A lot of people didn't get the killer or didn't like it.
The Killer and Godzilla -1 were my two favorite movies of last year, and apparently.
Well, remember when I came over last year and we talked about it, and you asked me why I liked it so much, and it had nothing to do with why you liked it so much at all.
That was fun when we watched that. We went through it. Like,
yeah.
Because The Killer's a fucking bitchin' movie, man.
It's one of David Fincher's best movies.
Loved it. Mola must apologize.
That is
for
high
being
praise.
British.
It is. It's very impressive.
Okay, I still need to watch it.
Well, moving on, we got how would you rate this year of EFAP in comparison to earlier years? And the overwhelming majority says about as good as before. With the second best voted section being slightly better than before. Well, that's probably all right. There's a place to good one.
Not bad.
Well, sounds to me like EFAP is finally dying. It's over, guys. Goodbye.
Yes. Yeah.
It's
a dying
video.
video.
To being better.
How many years have you been following EFAP? And you got 35% of the audience have got the full 6 years. 21% at 5, 16 at 4, 13 at 3, 9.4% at 2. Apparently we got 0.5% of the audience have just joined. So hello there.
Ooh. Hello,
Hi.
new people.
That seems interesting.
I do sometimes wonder how weird the show is to people who just join. You know.
I mean, there's a lot of lore and like
the lore runs deep.
Memes.
It must be really weird if people hear about us and all the terrible things that we say about women and minorities and lesbians and stuff, and then they actually tune in and watch us, and they're like, "Oh, that wasn't true."
Oh, we essentially get refreshed by that one Jenny Nichols meme, and then we're like, "Oh, we're back to it again. We're back."
Yeah.
Where's the part where they kill women? I don't find it.
So this is interesting. Which is the favorite year of EFAP so far? My assumption for the result of this is always going to be year 2, because year 2 is like it had found its footing, so to speak, and there's several highlights people like to point to. But what do you guys think right now? Which do you think is the highest voted year?
Year 2 or 3, I guess.
Yeah, 2 or 3.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'd go with 2.
It's tough to say. It's hard for me to like sort them neatly into years. You know,
I don't know if I could.
It's tough for me to.
I would say, especially me and Rags, who've been on every episode pretty much. It is actually hard to draw the lines for years sometimes. It's like.
I think I'd probably go for myself. I would go with memes, like wherever like Rhino Milk and the spider and stuff comes from. That's probably like year 2, right?
Year 1. Year 1.
Year 1.
A lot of the foundational EFAP memes are year 1, yeah.
Yeah.
Cosmic Chicken.
So it's probably like 1 or 2. That's probably 1 or 2, yeah.
Well, turns out with 28.8% of the vote is year 6.
Oh shit!
No kidding.
The newest one.
I'm not surprised.
I can't remember how the votes went on the previous surveys, but I will say I got to assume it's that boogie element has really made this.
Yeah, I think
it's clearly Boogie.
You guys should go thank Boogie for his service.
Such a powerful entity.
He's a titan of man.
Boogie, so just said Boogie really clutched.
Boogie's love. Boogie's love.
Boogie clutch.
Came in hard for EFAP.
But well, as we went through, there's a lot of crazy, wacky things we did this year. I think it has been a good one. I'm glad to know.
Absolutely.
It could be recency bias. Could also be that we just had the best year ever. Who can say?
Yeah. Also, I guess you started doing a lot of the real BBC stuff and whatever. So there's probably a bunch of new guests that came on that were fun to be with. So
I've been on real BBC for a while now.
Like it doesn't feel that long.
I don't have a big crush on the ladies
the thing is,
on that show.
See, we do the way that we do time on EFAP, we can track a lot of things. I can't remember when I did join Real BBC anymore. It could have been fucking forever.
You've been in like open bar for like 50 years at this point.
Exactly. It's all getting very confusing.
It was probably like 10 years ago. I don't know.
Roughly how many mainline episodes of EFAP have you consumed? The most common answer is between 80 and 100%. Wow. Well, look at you guys.
Cool. Good retention.
That's a lot.
And then roughly how much of the EFAP side content do you consume? And this one's a bit more evenly split with between 80 and 100, between 60 and 80, between 40 and 60. Yeah, there's all kinds of answers for that one.
It's funny. I basically watch all the EFAP movies and whatever, but I rarely watch all the way through like a mainline EFAP.
Wow.
I
mean, they are way longer.
I'd expect would be fairly common considering it's much more digestible, the side stuff, in terms of its length. So that might just naturally make it a lot easier for people to go through.
To be fair, I'm on a lot of episodes myself, so I don't rewatch them.
Yes.
I think the counter argument is I listen to a lot of EFAP while I'm like playing a game or something like that, and I find that the movies and TV episodes demand more of your attention because you really should be watching it to understand the jokes properly. Whereas a discussion you can just kind of listen to like a podcast. So I don't know. There's flexibility to them.
That's understandable. I guess it depends on the game too.
Which of the following adjacent media discussion shows and podcasts do you follow at least semi-regularly? Top voted, because this is going to be difficult to guess these ones. Top vote is Open Bar. I suppose, in a way, it's like this is a way to track what is the most connected show to our show. So Open Bar, then Star Grift, while it lasted.
I only guessed Real BBC, to be honest.
Then Real BBC, which I'm guessing it's because I'm a host on those.
FNT. So then, say those are all the ones you're hosting.
Yeah, then FNT, which is like, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Then fucking EFAP Super Chat Catch Up is like the underneath all of that. And then
that's a different show.
And then Metal's Forge. So hey, not bad.
Yeah, woo.
And then Sitch and Adam, and then it sort of draws with
we'll beat you, Sitch.
Capital O Opinions, B-Sup, and Night's Watch are coming in similarly. And then none of the above is the next up, so there you go. In the past year, have you consumed a piece of primary media, movie, game, show, or whatever, that you otherwise wouldn't have because EFAP recommended it for its quality? And 77% said yes. There you go, we're making a difference.
Boy. Yay! Happens to be multiple times a year.
In the past
Sometimes
year,
multiple times a month.
Have you consumed a bad piece of primary media because EFAP was covering it and you wanted context? And
I can say 15%.
15% yes or no?
What?
Oh, 15% yes.
Interesting.
Really? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I figure it's like, we're already the canary, right?
I mean,
well, we're a good avenue to watching content through us. To get them to actually sit down and go out of their way to watch something that they know is terrible just for context.
Yeah, we try with, I think I could say almost everything we do, we try to make it so you don't have to go to the original piece of media. We'll cover the context for you so that you can understand. You can at least follow along on the conversation, right? But 43% said yes, they have consumed a bad piece of media primarily because EFAP was covering it.
Wow, I'm surprised.
I'm surprised it's that high. Yeah,
I'm really surprised.
Yeah. All right, so on a scale of 1 through 5, rate your interest in these types of content for EFAP episodes. So the first one. So I guess you guys can give a guess on 0 to 5 as a rating. Oh, sorry, 1 to 5. Responding to YouTube videos. What do you think that got overwhelmingly?
Like a 5, probably.
4 or 5.
I would guess 5, and it is 5. It's the that's the classic. Next up is watching a YouTube video with its creator.
I don't know, actually. Maybe like a 2?
Damn.
Wait, say that one more time.
So,
actually, maybe a 2? Damn.
On a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being not interested, 5 being hyper interested, what would you rate watching a YouTube video with a creator? Like, what do you think the overwhelming vote was?
watching a YouTube video with a creator.
With its creator.
The person who made it, so like Jay with
the
Black Panther
video.
I would say like 3 or 4 maybe.
I would say 2.
I'd go with a 3 or 4.
Interesting.
I'll go 4.
4.
The answer is it draws at 4 to 5. People do like that.
Yeah, it's neat hearing the person's perspective. Like if they're capable of having a reasonable discussion, I usually enjoy listening to those.
Well, I guess I thought it was low because that would be. When was the last time we watched a YouTube video while we had the creator there to cover it?
Cinematic.
Because normally when we cover a YouTube. Because normally we cover a YouTube video and they're not present, and then we could, if they're okay for it, have a discussion afterwards or anything. But
I think the last time was
Cinematic
Venom.
Yeah, it's been a while.
You also watched, like, I guess, part of the video with the Kritosis and the...
Yeah, somewhat. That kind of counts a little bit. But it was more of a response.
You did watch part of it, like another person reacting to it, but, you know, it's...
Yeah, I get you. Next one is positive breakdowns of media. So, 1 through 5. What do you think the community voted?
I think that'll be in the middle at a 3.
I think it's going to be a 4.
I love those episodes.
Overwhelmingly, the answer was 5. 5 interest.
Should have gone with my gut.
I am glad to see that.
Yeah, I am too.
The next one's not going to shock anybody. Negative breakdowns of media.
5.
7. That's a 7.
It's too fun to shit on things with friends.
It do be fun, yeah.
And then you got multimedia medleys and short review collections. 1 through 5. What do you reckon?
4.
4. I'm feeling 4. I'm feeling 4.
That's about a 3-4 draw.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then interviews and discussions. I haven't done an interview in...
Interviews.
Unless Neil Marshall counts. We haven't really done many interviews. We kind of did an interview for John's first episode, if you remember.
John's was an interview. His was an interview, kind of.
Yeah. I would say a 3.
I don't know what they might consider an interview or discussion.
Yeah,
I'd say that's
like the themes video with that was a response, but it was like a themes episode.
The writing episode, if that counts as discussion. I'm not sure.
Since you haven't done it, then I would just say a 3, like people would.
Not higher than a 3. I'd actually go for 2. I think.
It is a 3.
I don't know.
Again, first thought was right. Damn it.
Next is debates.
Stop questioning yourself.
1.
Like a 0.
Zero.
Well, the thing is, like, the debates are mostly a mess, but I don't know if they might be entertaining for the audience. I'm not sure.
They're mostly gay.
I find that funny, right? Because there's debates all the time anyway, but I guess if they mean a formal debate, if there's that side and there's that side, and I'm the moderator.
We've got
like a Winter Soldier thing, or
well, we've done. I think historically, like something like 5 or 6, and all of them have been pretty bad. Like they've just not really gone in a way that's very entertaining. So. Yeah, it's voted. It's kind of close between 3 and 2, but 1 is pretty high vote as well. So yeah, not a shock.
Debates are gay.
Debates are gay. Meme faps and community content.
Debates are gay. Say it again. Sorry.
I'm gonna put that at a 4.
I'd put a meme fap at a 4. Yeah.
So I would have loved it if it were 4 or 5. It's overwhelmingly a 3.
Interesting.
Okay.
The community is split on the community content. It's like
some of the memes are so damn good.
They are.
They're very
good.
They
really are.
Yeah.
Super creative. And I love how it's like when you guys are going over Jim Sterling's room earlier. It's like it wasn't even criticizing anything in the background of the room, but a lot of the times, like when we see rooms, we can't help but just kind of look at the rooms, and that includes with the community submitted stuff. Like whenever they make like a papercraft thing, we'll like look at their room like last and like fixate on it. It's really kind of amusing to do.
Chill hangouts and unstructured stuff. I mean, I would expect this just to be lower compared to everything else because it's not as dynamic, I suppose. But yeah, it's a
2. I think people would generally rather have a kind of more specific topic kind of lined up.
Yeah.
But I'd say 2.
I don't know.
It sits at a solid 3.
I think it's higher than that.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
I think I would have put it at 4.
I'm surprised.
People just like to, watch the doing stuff.
Right.
Organic conversations are nice.
Next one, quizzes and game shows.
I think that's going to be a 5, actually.
4. Yeah, 5.
Oh, I'm thinking 4.
They are fun.
So
yeah, 4 or 5.
I think I would have guessed a 4, but it is a clear 5. Community very happy.
Oh,
that's
interesting. Interesting.
You will get more of those in future. We are interested.
They're pretty good.
Hooray.
Drama content / lolcows.
5.
This is be all
Be honest.
I think they're a lot of fun, but 5. I think it's going to end up at like a 3.
Be a 5. Always.
Yeah.
I mean, judging from the results of this year, it's got to be 5. People fucking love it.
Fair enough.
What's interesting though is because it is a 5, but like 4 is closer to that 5 than the 4 being closer to the quiz show 5. Like it's the 5.
Is there a lot of 1s in the drama? Because I figured there'd be a lot of people that are just outright against doing like stuff like boogie coverage.
I think it is.
But
I mean, somewhat disproportionately 1s, yeah, for that, which makes sense. There are people who despise anything to do with drama content. Or
yeah,
they just want you to focus on media shit.
Yeah, I get that.
And no, I'm not saying I thought that would be the biggest one. I just said I thought the 1s would sort of even it out to the middle because I know the people that don't like drama content would not give it a 2; they'd give it a 1. You know?
Yeah.
And then you got reacting to old media.
Most people do like it.
Such as Walking with Monsters.
5.
I'm nice voice crack. 4.
That's hard to say. 3. Yeah, 3 is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling 3. I feel like it's good to have the variety, but I'm not really sure.
I don't Walking with Monsters?
Yeah, we did Walking with Monsters, and we will likely do more in future because we enjoyed doing that.
What is that?
It's just like a little BBC documentary from 2005.
Oh, okay.
It's a reaction to
Yeah.
Got it. Documentary.
What's interesting is it's very clearly not 1 or 2, but 3, 4, 5 are quite close. 5 is the winner.
Oh,
wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting.
Now it's time for us to judge chat.
Monsters.
They've got
oh, great.
The question is,
you would escape scrutiny?
The question is, how good was Deadpool and Wolverine on a scale of 1 through 10? And chat have given us their answer.
Chat.
What do you guys think chat went with for the... So between 1 and 10, which number do you think wins out?
Fuck. That's difficult, man.
7.
Definitely 8. 3, possibly a 4.
There's gonna be a lot of people that agree with you as well on this.
And that's was for specific. What was this? This is for.
And this is what we think chat will vote.
Yeah,
this
is
what we personally think.
Out of the
I'm going
2,000 votes from chat. What do you think the average? What do you think got the most votes from 1 through 10 of a score for Deadpool and Wolverine?
Well, I mean, looking at the chat now, it seems like 3 is the best bet. But
yeah.
6.
Yeah, maybe 6. I think I'll adjust my 7 to 6.
I'm gonna say 4.
I'm gonna say chat. You're in the clear. They average out on 3.
Ooh!
Holy shit!
Guys, I didn't know if this was like before. I guess this would be the poll now. So after our discussion, I guess I was thinking
lower than I had.
right off the bat. What would they think? Yeah, I was thinking like off the bat maybe, but yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, and then the next most popular scores would be 4, but then 2 and 5 kind of lock in, and 6, 7, and 1 kind of lock in. The least popular score is 9, followed by 10. So there's some sanity left.
All right.
There's more 9s than 10s.
Yes, a little bit.
There are more
10s than 9s.
More 10s than 9s. Yeah.
Interesting.
Really?
Yeah.
That's surprising.
Fun factor, maybe they're going wrong. So yeah. How many times did you go to the cinema since last August? Oh, what do you guys think the most popular answer is? The options are
last August,
10 plus, 7 to 9, 4 to 6, 2 to 3, 1 and 0.
I'm gonna go with 2 to 3.
4 to 6.
Yeah, 2 to 3. Yeah.
4 to 6.
I'm going 4 to 6.
So
I think I'd go with that too.
The most popular answer is 0.
Holy
Damn.
0.
Wow.
Damn, dude.
I underestimated your chat.
0.
I guess it really is us who go watch the movies and tell people not to watch them.
Yeah, quite clearly.
Oh, what the hell is there to watch?
This is why theaters are dying, man.
Well, since last August, there's been stuff.
There's been stuff. That's right.
There has been
stuff.
stuff.
Things, you know.
Godzilla -1, Dune 2, right?
There's been stuff.
Godzilla
right.
-1
Listen
wasn't
to
released
him.
theatrically.
It was one heck of an IMAX experience.
The second most popular answer is 2 to 3, followed by 1. So, gosh darn, man, that's.
Oh wow, yeah, I totally overestimated how much.
Yeah.
Is there no 4 to 6? Like where everyone?
I thought the amount of visits I did were
There haven't been that many good movies. Like,
yeah, it's like it's
Most
a
of it
shame
shit.
because I love the theater, but damn, dude, where's the movies at?
We
A good chunk of them are on streaming as
in
well.
the trash, that's where they are.
Well, like, where's the good movies at?
Who was
Or
your
taken out of the
favorite?
trash.
Who was your favorite in the quiz show episode? So the chat to vote between Team Fleem and Team Grumbo.
Team Flame.
Gotta be
Team
Team
Flame. I have
Flame.
to say Team
Ah,
Flame.
Grumbo.
Gotta be Team
Ah,
Flame.
but Grumbo.
Well, it would seem the community voted that Team Grumbo was indeed the winner with 69.4% of the votes.
Nice.
69.
Damn.
Yep.
9 for 69.
Which team was I on?
You were Grumbo.
Yeah.
So I was on Grumbo
good
too.
voting.
Which team was I on?
Correct.
Because I was on Fringy's team, right? This is the Star Wars one we did, right?
No. That one has not.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
That was a
Then.
different thing.
I didn't know. Okay, it was the same team names.
Broken quiz shit they did when they guessed a bunch of historical
Grumbo
figures, right?
sweep. This is an important one. Can Pinocchio sing about being a real boy without his nose growing? The two answers are yes, he can. It's just a song and not a literal statement about his real boyness. Or no, he can't. The song is about him and thus sends a deceitful message to his audience.
Oh my
This is
God.
specifically.
The community have voted, and they have voted 59% say yes, he can. It's just a song, not a literal statement.
Mm-hmm.
What does he say specifically though in the song? Does
Oh,
he
we're not
sing,
fucking
"I am
rehashing
a
that
boy"?
shit.
Yeah, I was going to say we don't want to open that can of worms again. We took about half an hour last
Unless
time.
Pinocchio wrote the song himself, you know.
We got plenty of these to
know the
get through.
entire
Okay. What's the best line of dialogue from the bad guy of Madam Web? Oh wow, you're not gonna remember a lot
they're
of these.
teenagers.
Oh my
Hold
God.
on. I think I've got it.
I'm
It's
not.
like they're teenagers now, but at some point they'll have powers and they're going to try to kill me. It's something like that.
That is the second highest voted. They're teenagers now, but in the future they have powers and they will try to destroy me. Oh fuck!
That's
me.
it. Yes.
That's so bad.
The only thing I remember from him is him just randomly smashing that one guy that was just sitting there having his dinner. He
Yeah.
just gets into the thing and just fucking slaps him for no reason.
Since it's going to be
That
real
one's
hard to
number two.
record. Yeah, to
number
remember.
one's-
Oh, go ahead.
So I was just guessing here. Number one surely has to be she was gathering spiders before she died or whatever it was.
No, that's not.
Oh,
She was
yeah.
in the Amazon.
The villain doesn't say that.
Yeah, I don't think the villain says
Oh,
it.
sorry, it's got to be the villain. Okay.
It's got to be the villain whose name was.
I don't know.
Rufus.
Was it?
I don't know.
It was Ezekiel, right?
Ezekiel, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, I will say, by the way, reading the Wikipedia entry or the villain wiki or the Madam Web wiki or whatever it was, and looking at all of the chat's edits to it, I laughed insanely hard at that. I couldn't breathe. Some of the laughing. It was so hard, especially because some of them were subtle and they were great EFAP like meme references. Y'all did good. Y'all did really good.
The number one voted line was, "I'm not interested in helping people.
Puppies,
no one helped
no."
me when my family was starving. My
Oh,
road was
yes.
not as clear."
Of course.
God,
So lame.
it's just all the lines are so
Oh.
awful. Brilliant stuff. All right, and who is your most desired future guest on EFAP? 100% of the votes, that's 1,802 votes as I was reading this, went to the pissed off angry video gamer. Makes sense.
Wow, a clean sweep.
Yeah, I mean, not a surprise.
Incredible.
Not even close.
It's true.
Is it the guy who made the thing?
The shit killed.
No, he's the
Nintendo
shit
shit
cube
cube.
man.
Nintendo
find the-
shit cube.
Nintendo
yeah.
shit cube.
It's like Little
I vote
Cookie.
X-Ray Girl.
Little
She
Cookie.
just walked in.
Next,
No,
next up is
we don't let women on this show.
out of all of the new. Wait, oh, you're right. Okay, some of these. Yeah, so out of all the new things that came out in the past year of EFAP, which do you think was voted the best rat? So movies, TV shows, games, etc. Like, which do you think got the highest ranking?
Like, what's the
Shogun
highest
season
quality?
Probably Godzilla would have gotten the highest ranking.
That is a
my guess.
very fair guess, and you
That
would
would be my guess too.
correct.
Yeah.
Aha.
Ding, 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 ding.
Huzzah.
But what else do you think got high up there?
Shogun.
I wonder how high Oppenheimer ended up getting. Oh wait, Oppenheimer would have been before the anniversary, actually.
And Shogun was number 6, so pretty high. But
Okay. This is including games.
Season 2 be good.
Yeah, does it include games or just movies and TV shows?
it does include games.
No, there's games there.
Helldivers, maybe?
Ooh. It is here.
Helldivers probably has a pretty good chance.
I think it's number 10.
My
Gentlemen, how high is Smiling Friends?
Smiling
Smiling
Friends
Friends
season
is
2
on
is
there,
number
for sure.
2.
That's one of my votes.
Okay.
Oh. Someone said The Gentleman. That's a good thing. That's a good pick.
The Gentleman, yeah, The Gentleman lies.
Oh,
in
yeah,
Peace,
The Gentleman
Smiling
did also
Friends,
have
I think,
it now.
were
The Gentleman
first ones I
is
thought.
number
And
8.
Godzilla.
Yeah, that's a high score as well.
Where's Super
Still-
Mario
still on the
Brothers
board,
Wonder?
top 10.
Where's that? Is that on there?
Oh, I didn't see that on there.
Scrolling down, I don't spot
That's a
it,
great
I'm afraid.
game.
Wow. Oh, jeez. Okay.
One
Nah.
Piece Season 1 is number 3. House of the Dragon
Nice.
Season 2 is
Yeah,
number
okay.
4. God of War Ragnarok Valhalla
Oh.
is number 5. Shogun.
That is pretty good.
Dune 2,
Low.
The Gentleman. Liza P is up there.
Yeah.
Liza P was
Yeah.
in the last
P.
year. Yeah.
All
They're
right.
doing-
Yeah.
they're doing a DLC for that
NPCs kick ass.
eventually, right?
Woo. Representation. There you go.
I really hope it's soon.
Lies of P, Valhalla.
Ooh, The Killer is up
I
here
really
too.
love
Look
that
at that.
Yay!
Blue, Blue Eye
Got
Samurai.
those
Oh, RoboCop Rogue City. That game kicked ass. That's cool.
Yeah.
Do
that
another
was a
one.
lot of fun.
neato.
That was fun. Yeah, I
Fucking
like that.
Pal World is here.
I think the same publishers are releasing a new Terminator game soon.
Ew.
Game died so fast.
Dude, Deadpool and Wolverine is is significantly higher than it should be. Get out of here.
It shouldn't be on the list.
We don't like you. All right.
I voted for Deadpool and Wolverine.
Damn
You
you,
think-
Nicholas. You betrayed the podcast. All right.
Oh, Roger Borg in chat. I did vote for Blue Eye Samurai. I quite like that show.
Yeah. So the worst rat to come out since EFAP 250 being the past year. Feel like.
Oh.
Wait, is this two of the same? Oh, right. I see. So yes, I think everyone could guess what number 1 would be.
Acolyte.
Acolyte.
Yeah.
It is indeed
Oh.
Acolyte with
It excelled at
72%.
being shit.
Oh, yeah.
The power of
It was a
72%.
special tier of bad.
Power of many votes.
But
Where
perhaps
is
more
Rebel
interesting
Moon?
question. Yeah, what's number 2? Do you guys think?
Probably
Well,
Rebel
will
Moon,
it-
This feels out of whack actually.
Where's Halo?
Quantumania?
Well,
Would that
so
be in this rotation?
I feel like Halo would
No,
actually. be number
Quantumania was last year. Where's Halo?
Maybe.
Halo Season 2.
Halo
Halo is
scores
very
lower
shit.
than you'd expect. Significantly lower than you'd expect, actually.
Yeah, I guess nobody
Well, the
watched
EFAP
it.
What about
teams
what about
for
what
Season
about
2 haven't come
Suicide?
out yet.
Oh, that's
What
true.
about Kill the
yeah.
Justice League?
So,
Ooh.
interestingly, that is number 3 because number 2 is Ahsoka.
I'm not
Hey.
surprised.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I
okay.
get it.
Surprised.
I get it
I
from the
was-
Star Wars perspective, but Ahsoka, I would have thought people would easily pick Suicide Squad before Ahsoka. That shit was
Yeah,
infuriating
but how many
and
people
insulting.
actually
Yeah.
like
Star
Suicide
Wars.
Squad, though?
It's just
A
because
lot of people
Suicide
watched
Squad did go out
a
of
lot
its
of
way to be
Ahsoka was
insulting.
bland crap, you know, like compared to Kill the
Yeah,
Justice
but-
League that went viral.
I think a
for all
lot
those,
of people would. I think a lot of people would watch the Ahsoka coverage, so it might weigh more votes that people are.
That's true.
That people would put down for it.
Suicide Squad was a special brand of saying "fuck you" to your target audience, though. Like that doesn't always happen.
It might have been missed
it
a
was
bit by
uniquely
the
explicit.
EFAP audience, though, because like
I
there
need
was
to know your
coverage.
thought.
but-
Yeah.
No, I think their target audience enjoyed it. The problem is that their target audience was a very small,
tiny group of
percentage
people. Very bitter.
Okay,
so I guess-
they nailed their target audience. The tiny.
Sorry, for the
percentage
target
that they
audience
are.
that you should probably direct a Suicide Squad game at. For the people who would actually buy it, they spent a lot of time telling those people that everything they love is worthless and we're gonna literally piss on it.
But they got clown costumes though.
They did. They did. And next up is Rebel Moon 1 and 2 put together.
Oh god. Yeah.
That came
that's an
fourth,
early
was
start.
that?
That came 1, 2, 3, fourth, yes.
Okay.
And yeah, then following up, not too far away, things like Loki Season 2 and The Marvels.
Yeah.
Oh, Borderlands! Look at that sneaking in there. That was pretty awful.
Yeah, because we haven't really talked about it.
Yeah, we didn't do much on it.
No one else.
I mean,
hey, that's better. Deadpool and Wolverine. There he is.
Yay!
Where
Yay,
you belong.
I'm surprised Borderlands is that
Echo.
high.
Echo is in here. It's just like nobody is remember that.
No one
show.
remembered that. I didn't even remember that until just now. Fuck me.
Oh, so this one will be interesting. What's the most disappointing rat to come out in the last year, do you think, for the audience?
Disappointing.
Alan Wake 2.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Starfield?
Remember, you gotta.
House
The
of the
audience is weighted
Dragon
toward movies
Season 2.
instead of games.
Yeah.
Alien Romulus.
Oh, sorry, I'm getting brain. JoJo.
What was
So
Romulus.
you want to go with Romulus? Because
I'm yet to see it, but from what I've heard, it's disappointing as hell.
What about Fallout?
Oh,
Romulus bad.
I'm going with House
People
of the
still
Dragon
really
Season
liked
2.
Fallout. I'm gonna go with
well,
House of the Dragon.
I mean, all of them are good picks. We'll just at this point, I'll just do descending order. So number one, most disappointing thing, as voted by the audience, was Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, okay.
Significant
Surprise
as well.
JoJo, come on.
It scored higher in all of the fucking.
I guess, yeah, the gap between what you'd expect and what it actually was. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. That's a chasm.
But the clear winner of second place is Fallout Season 1.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I felt people were a little more mixed on that than that, but yeah.
I think
that one... good Mahler video.
Yeah, but it's been 20 minutes, so they're coming to their senses.
It has been how long has it been since that came out? It does feel like it was ages now.
A few months. I think
That
it was April.
It's not that long ago, yeah.
Well, interestingly, third is Starfield.
Oh.
I'm surprised by that.
I am surprised. I
couldn't believe it was as shit as it was.
I think that people were a lot of people expecting it to be really good, or
I was not
that's
expecting it to be amazing. I was definitely expecting it to be better than it was because it ran like pure trash.
Well, I'm surprised it's on the list because this is a list of most disappointing, right? So that's the biggest gap between the expectations and the reality, I would assume. And I don't know why anyone would have high expectations of Starfield, given like literally all of the signs and everything that was said in their body of work. So
man, I bought all the merchandise. I wanted that game to be good. I
bought the watch.
Okay, I didn't buy any merch.
I have the watch. I have the Stream Deck. Yeah, I bought all the shit. Dude.
Got the Star Deck, the Star Watch.
Bad.
Okay, see, I guess I thought.
Do you wear it everywhere? Do you use it to pick up chicks?
Yes.
I'd put it on display. I haven't tried to turn it on in like 6 months.
I just thought because of the way
yeah, exactly.
Probably both. I just thought the nature of the way that Bethesda handles things like scope and scale, they'd be able to do some interesting stuff with space exploration, but it's as boring and limited as you can possibly imagine.
Well, that's because it's all like it's bad proc gen instead of using like they decided that they would take the one thing that is legitimately a strength of theirs and just like not have it in their game.
Yeah,
which is their handcrafted world, which is quite a positive.
Instead, they've made a game that is either fast travel through menus primarily, and when you're on a planet, you're walking around super slowly, and sometimes you have a jetpack that works okay if there's bad gravity.
Someone in chat said it's eternally hilarious that Az is Starfield's biggest cultural footprint.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
honestly,
That's actually true.
He's taken over. He will be remembered while Starfield will be forgotten.
Fucking boring.
Yeah, I mean, that's what people will remember about Starfield is that fucking rant.
So next up, which may seem surprising, but then you kind of remember, like, oh yeah, is Napoleon.
Yeah,
that did disappoint.
I've never even watched that.
Didn't see it.
It
was
right.
really
that
fucking
did disappoint people. That's
Yeah.
true. People kind of had expectations for that one.
Yeah, I did watch that in the cinema. It was fucking garbage.
Modern Ridley Scott is a wild card.
I think it was. I think what actually hurt that more in terms of disappointing people was probably all the things he said about historical accuracy.
Yeah, that
absolutely did hurt.
He was pretty brazen about just not giving a fuck.
Yeah,
and people don't like that.
Even
crazy. If it's lore.
Crazy.
Like sue me.
Next,
but even without like that, it was still shit. But
next most disappointing was Alien Romulus.
Yay, based.
But I mean, it's just it was really fucking disappointing.
Worst alien movie.
What was the last one called again?
Covenant.
Yeah.
Also very.
That was pretty bad too.
Stinky.
Then we
Slightly
got
less insulting than Romulus.
Thank you.
Then we got Suicide Killed the Justice League. Suicide Squad.
That's pretty far down the list. I mean, wow.
I don't think
is
disappointment.
That a lot of
people knew that was going to be shit.
People knew.
No, you're right.
To bad.
Expectations were low.
It's like Concord isn't disappointing everyone. It's meeting everyone's expectations. That's why no one's buying it.
I finished that game.
I say buy. They couldn't get people to play it for free.
Experience.
When the first trailer for Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League came out, I told a couple of my friends I thought it looked like shit, and they're just like, this is the Arkham studio. This is going to be fucking awesome, and you're going to look like an idiot. Who's laughing now, boys?
No one.
I'm not. I played it.
Then next is House of the Dragon Season 2. Which I understand.
Yeah, I understand that.
And then funnily enough, the next one is Doctor Who's Season Whatever.
Season whatever.
Season whatever.
Who even cares at this point?
Well, to be fair, it's because they've reset again. It is now known, I think, as Season 1, what just came out.
Oh.
Yeah, which is it's strange people to track, but there we are. You know what's interesting though? Next up for the disappointments is Ahsoka.
Because Filoni's gonna save Star Wars.
I mean, people still had some faith in Filoni.
Expectations. Exactly.
Now that's gone.
I guess, I mean, there is a world in which Ahsoka was really well written and awesome that it might have put Star Wars on a decent path. So maybe a lot of people were hoping for that, but
same things they said about Acolyte. Oh, it's
I mean, the same thing no one would have even thought to say about Andor, though, right? So it's like, I mean, I guess there is always the possibility that, hey, what if they actually tried on this one and did a few rewrites and actually thought about their consistency and logic? And
the problem goes too deep in this, sadly.
And you got
yeah, well, that's the thing. At this point, is too much damage done.
Yeah.
Finishing off with The Boys and Borderlands coming in at similar levels, which I thought everyone knew Borderlands was going to be absolutely abysmal for a long time.
Everyone knew.
Yeah.
And then The Boys, like, I don't know why you're hanging the fuck on to The Boys. Anyone who still is this audience, it's like, give it up. Season 2 was the "you're not welcome here" sort of season. It's like, alrighty, see you around.
Okay.
Like,
there's still a bunch of pretty mainstream people like Moist Critical will be like, yeah, The Boys. I mean, it's not as good as it was, but it's still pretty awesome.
You know,
I don't know if it's specifically him, but I know that.
Graced with Nicholas Diori here, who went viral for being an idiot and not understanding The Boys.
Dude, I learned about media literacy. It was great.
You didn't realize they were making fun of you all along.
How does it feel to be dumb?
Loser.
Somebody had, I think it was like 200,000 likes they got calling me an idiot, so that was pretty cool.
It took how long? Like 3 weeks before they turned on the show? It was like, well, there you go.
Oh, yeah. I think it was the Batman rape dungeon episode where they're like, all right, hold on, let's talk about this media literacy.
Hang on a second here.
Media literacy is when men get raped, okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
Are you going to take those statements back? Nope.
And by the way, the last one that's worth mentioning then, underneath all of that, is Halo Season 2. But again, I guess it makes sense because everyone knew.
Watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were the only people on Earth who watched it. It was crazy.
I was not prepared for how shit that was.
It was fucking awful.
And you're gonna get the coverage of that. It's gonna happen, chat. Be excited. It's on the way.
There was hope for that one too. There was a lot. Like, it's good to see that Halo's getting back on track. I was like, what did you watch?
Well, it's just hey, look, they're doing the Fall of Reach. Never mind that they butchered it. Never mind.
The Fall of Reach is awesome. Haven't you ever played Halo Reach? Yes, I fucking have. That scene sucked.
Now
it was one shitty episode.
And it's never gonna get picked up, and that's probably it for multimedia for Halo. Would be my guess for a while, at least, if not.
Can't wait to watch them rape my favorite franchise again.
Maybe Sony will buy it, make a hero shooter out of it.
At least they made it as good as the recent campaigns for like the actual games, though. They were pretty on par with that. All of recent Halo sucks. That's the point.
We got what upcoming media are you most looking forward to? There's a lot of Arcane Season 2, Joker 2.
Oh yeah, Arcane Season 2.
Nosferatu, Space Marine 2, Andor Season 2, Monster Hunter Wilds, House of Dragon Season 3, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Is that a thing?
Yeah. All you do is bash Disney Star Wars, Mahler. You never try to help Disney Star Wars.
I'm scary. We got Shrek 5, Hollow Knight Silk Song, Beetlejuice. Severance Season 2, Rings of Power Season 2.
That's for different reasons.
We got a Superman in here. There you go. Joker, Folie à Deux, right? That's the
Folie à Deux.
Beyond the Spider-Verse, Chainsaw Man, Resi Arc, animated film that's coming out. Okay.
Oh, Rezi, yeah, it's a movie that's gonna adapt one kind of shorter arc in Chainsaw Man, which Metal and I are covering next week on Forge, Season 1 of Chainsaw Man.
And someone put
Nice
EFAP 350.
Yeah.
Look, we'll do EFAP 350.
Hey, some people are interested.
Give me a year to prepare, and we'll do it. And then you got free comment field, and just back to back, it's like tipples, high rags, tipples, high rags, tipples. Oh my god, tipples.
Oh, have you seen the one that came up from like a survey from a couple of years ago, where someone said I mugged him on the street and took his money for this one of the free thingies? Did you see that?
I saw Metal. He mugged me on the street.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, I wasn't kidding about Metal mugging me. He really did that, and the German police were no help. I tried to describe Metal, but I had to use charades. Since my phone wasn't getting internet, they don't use Wi-Fi in Germany, and I'm terrible at it. I don't know anything about him other than his sentient chair, and mentioning that wasn't useful for my case. Please, Metal, I have pictures of my kids in that wallet, and I didn't have on my hard drive. I cancelled the credit card after you bought all those copies of Night at the Museum on Blu-ray. Please find it in your heart to return my wallet. At least you got the Night at the Museum Blu-rays before he cancelled that.
Yeah, those thrown out of it.
At least mail his ID and everything back. He could use that.
Nah.
No, I sold those already for more copies of Night at the Museum.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That's fair enough. It went to a good cause.
Imagine my disappointment with Rise of Cog after being hyped up for Long Cog for over 4 years. I'm so sorry. Not my fault. I didn't make that game, okay? It made me. There's some very, very heartfelt and kind messages in here as well. I appreciate it, all of yous.